What's up guys, Meredith with ExtremeTerrain.com, and today we're checking out these Raxium 9-inch LED headlights with the DRL, turn signal, black housing, and clear lens fitting all 2018 and newer JL Wranglers. Even though the JL is newer, the halogen headlights can feel a little bit outdated with the styling, and the performance, you've probably noticed, is underwhelming, especially in darker or more remote areas. This set, however, is a great choice for your Wrangler if you want a sharp OE Plus looking set of headlights with a thick and bright halo and want an improvement in the light output with a full LED build, as well as a couple other features. This set has a few components here that really make these headlights stand out. One of those being the large reflector in the back for the high beam and the center bridge of projectors in the middle, which will be the low beam, adding a hybrid appearance to the set. Now that design has a factory LED headlight inspired feel while adding some more uniqueness into the style and the function, especially with the halo included here. The halo is much thicker in size than the factory LED, and even most aftermarket options, which is a bonus if you do like a more standout DRL, and it will have the ability to both illuminate white for the DRL as well as amber for your turn signal, making your Jeep much more stylish and helping with safety on the road, makes it being noticed much easier. These have a full 9-inch construction, just like the factory lights, so it's going to fill out that hole in the grille very well for a finished look to the front compared to some smaller options that leave a little bit of a gap. Now this light is also built very well and pretty rugged for what it is, with an impact-resistant clear polycarbonate lens and a black aluminum housing on the back. The aluminum is also durable as well as heat resistant, helping with heat management and with the efficiency of the LEDs. Speaking of those LEDs, because they are much more efficient and effective compared to a halogen, there's no worry here when it comes to maintenance or swapping out bulbs. You kind of set it and forget it with this set, as well as getting some better performance. And the only thing that is required for this set is some very simple wiring, but it does include all the additional wires needed to tap into the parking light and the turn signal, as well as the connectors in order to do so, and an OE style plug for the main light. So we'll show you how to do that in just a second, but it is fairly simple here when it comes to install. These are about $400, and as I said, they won't be your most affordable choice on the page, but also not your most expensive either, landing themselves right in the middle of the category. The hybrid reflector and projector design, along with the simple yet prominent halo, makes for a very sophisticated appearance in my opinion, which may not be as flashy as other choices, but really stands out in its own way. It also has the additional halo features that the more inexpensive choices may not bring to the table, so if a good balance of features and style is what you're looking for in a set of headlights, as well as the drastic improvement when it comes to lighting on your JL, this is going to be a great set to consider. Install is a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter and should only take about an hour or so to install these. Again, the wiring may look a little intimidating. It's really very straightforward. It has all the hardware included, and one of our installers here is going to show you how to do it step by step. So that is going to wrap it up for what I have to say. Let's go ahead and get into the install.
For this install, you need a ratchet and a 10mm socket, clip removal tool, wire connector, and wire crimpers. All right, today we're going to be installing some headlights on our Wrangler, so let's get started. The first thing we need to do is get our grill off. So we have 6 push clips going across the top of our grill, going from here all the way over to the other side. We're going to grab our clip removal tool and pop those out. Now we're going to grab our grill and pull it off. Just don't pull too hard because we do have a front camera and washer on ours. Just release those tabs. We can reach in, disconnect everything behind here. So we'll disconnect our washer line first. Just push down this tab here and pull off. And then our camera, might be hard to see, but there is just a push tab down on the side of this. Just push down on that and pull off. And then we can pull our grill out of the way. To get our headlight out, there are 3 10mm bolts around the outside. Grab our ratchet, 10mm socket, and take those out. Pull your headlight out. You just have one connector on the back, push down the tab, pull out. Go ahead and do the same thing with the other headlight. So we're gonna get our headlight ready to install. First, we're gonna grab 2 of our yellow wires and plug them into the back harness of our new headlight. So they just plug in like so. Just pull the protective covers back over. Then we are going to, before we get our headlight in, actually feed our wire in. We can actually just push the wheel liner back right here, and you'll see it come out the bottom here. We can pull that the rest of the way through. It's gonna go tie into our side marker light. Pull that through. Set our headlight down and plug in to our factory harness. Get our headlight into position and then reinstall our 3 10mm bolts. Grab our ratchet and socket and tighten them down. Now we'll go to our wheel liner and to our side marker light and wire in our 2 wires. So we have our 2 ends of our wires here. Now, as you can see, they are already stripped back. We're just gonna put a couple of spade connectors on there. We already have connectors on our factory harness. You'll see that when we get to that our spade connectors will plug into. Get these on here and crimp them down. Same thing for the other one. Now that we have our connectors on there, we're gonna pull our wheel liner back. There'll be 1 10mm bolt here. Grab a ratchet and socket and take that out. Grab our clip removal tool. We have 1 push clip here, and then 1 up here right behind this rivet. Pop those both out. That'll allow us to get enough access to the wiring back here. Now, depending on what your vehicle is equipped with, whether it's halogen bulbs or LED, ours is LED, you may just need to take a little time and figure out what wires exactly you need to go to. We're going to our turn signal and DRL light. Now, since both of our wires are yellow here, you may just put them backwards. You'll just need to make sure you test them before you put everything back together. But we have our white and green and white and red wires that we're gonna go to. One is the marker light, one is the turn signal. Honestly, I don't remember which is which. I'm just gonna plug these in, test the headlights, and make sure we have them working correctly. Once you have that all up in there, plugged in, tuck the rest of your wiring up. If you want, you can secure it with a zip tie. Tuck that up there, and we can re-secure our wheel liner. Okay, after you confirm that your headlights are working as they should, let's reinstall our hardware for our fender liner. We have our 2 push clips, and then our 10mm bolt. And once you have this side all done, you can go ahead and repeat all those same steps for the other side. So we're gonna get our grill back in place. We just have to plug in our camera and our washer line. We'll get our grill close, plug these back in. Then we can set our grill into place. Give it a good tap, lock in all the tabs. Then we just have our push clips going in across the top. We'll just reinstall our push clips. All right, and then we're all good to go. And that wraps up our install of our Raxium 9-inch LED headlights with DRL and turn signals with a black housing and clear lens for our 2018 and newer Jeep Wrangler JL. And remember, for everything Wrangler, keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.